Traversing and searching lists. What if we now want to print out our entire guest list? It would be difficult and tedious to write a print statement for each person. We could do this, print guests. Most of the time, this would work just fine. However, you cannot format your output. It will always print like this. What if we wanted each name to print out on its own line without the brackets? This is where our for loops come in handy. As we learned in the previous unit, a for loop can traverse through a word letter by letter. It can do the same with each element in a list. Below is our guests list again. Keep in mind, in these examples, we will be traversing the entire list. However, it is also possible to only traverse part of a list, which is called a partial traversal. If we want to print it out in its entirety, one name at a time, we set up the for loop like this. For x in guests, print x. X is the variable that will hold each element of the list respectively. You can put anything here. It could say guest for guest in guests, for XYZ in guests, anything you want. This is a variable name. You just have to use the same name here. Print x will print each name in the list one after the other. And guests is the list name that we want to traverse or run through. This code segment, where we have our list guests, and then we write for x in guests, print x, will now output like this. It'll loop through the whole list, saving each string as x, and then printing it. So the first time through the loop, x is going to have the value of Susan, it's going to print Susan. Then x is going to have the value Maria. Then we're going to print Maria, and so on.